Yo guys, Lig Games here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the new video released by H3H3. Also a video got released by Kavos. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to speak about the H3H3 video and then I'll speak about the Kavos video. I'll stick a timestamp in the description so you can skip straight to the Kavos bit if you really want to. So in H3H3's video, his main point was that he felt that Keemstar dodged the main point of his video and that he didn't say that he was the cause for Etika's death. That's pretty much what I said in my video yesterday, although it got quite a bit of hate. What I got from the video is that he said that Keemstar doesn't look at the effects of his actions, and also he doesn't take responsibility for his actions. If anything goes wrong, he never really says, oh, I made a mistake here, I apologise. He just goes straight guns in, and if he does rectify the situation, he doesn't do it in a brilliant way. So H3H3 singled out the Basher and VisiTube situations in particular to show that Keemstar provides a toxic environment. This was backing up his point about Etika, because although he sort of retracted on his Twitter the fact that Keemstar was a main cause, he's definitely not backing up on the fact that Keemstar did create this toxic environment, which I don't think anyone can argue. He definitely sort of did. Basher has explicitly had breakdowns in the past. Fuzi had that video, as I explained in yesterday's video, where they both had an absolute outlash at Keemstar, and yeah, Keemstar just has like never really responded to these. He just is really bad, and he just doesn't believe in mental health. I know this is discredited by Kavos in his video, and I'll speak about that when we get to that video. So H3H3's next point is that Keemstar, if you have beef with Keemstar or he makes a mistake, his next step tends to be an assassination of character, and for this he used the Toby Turner, Basher, Brawadis situations. If you guys don't know, these are all rape-based allegations, but he didn't make them out to be allegations. When you're claiming something as big as this, you really need to put allegations, because this can ruin people's lives, especially like anything. Like as soon as those words slip from your mouth and it gets into mainstream, your life's over. It doesn't matter if they're false allegations and it gets proven to be wrong. Like, what I'm saying, if someone types in their name and that's the first news story on them, like, their life's over. Just the fact that their name has been accredited to that sort of thing is so damaging. And he doesn't even do proper. I know he deleted the Brawadis video within like 45 minutes, but it still hit so much attention that it's just so damaging, and he doesn't rectify when he does get something wrong properly. So we're going to move on from that point now, although that was the main basis of the video. He kept on repeating and circling back to those points. If you guys don't know, I uploaded a video about Keemstar losing his sponsorship with G Fuel. Yeah, unfortunately they dropped him. Personally, I don't think going for sponsors is good. I don't agree with it at all. It's very personal attack. You're attacking someone's income then. Although at the same time, if you look at real life, if someone has the past Keemstar does, like an athlete, an actor, if someone would see these types of things, it would affect their sponsorship deals, right? So can you say that YouTube should be in this bubble? I know YouTube is a very bubble place, but can you say that, oh, should it not affect YouTubers if it affects like out there in every other media form? That's for you to decide. I don't know. I don't know for that one. H3H3 definitely reiterated the fact that he definitely doesn't think that this is the right thing to do, although he said that he went for Keemstar's sponsor because it's part of his identity. And in my opinion, I think this is quite a weak point. I think either you need to be consistent, say no, you shouldn't go for sponsors, or like you should take a stance on either side. You can't just be like, no, I don't agree with it, but I'm gunning for his sponsor. You have to be like, I don't agree, we shouldn't go for people's sponsors, I don't condone it, don't go for his sponsors. Or he should take the side like, yeah, it happens out there, it should happen on YouTube, why not? Like, either way, he just shouldn't sit in the middle of that one. Although something I did find interesting and quite funny is that Keemstar, I believe it's when he owned a team called Frost back in the day, when he did like sniping teams. But he actually gunned for another team's sponsors, which obviously he said was this is the first time it's ever happened on the history of YouTube, but he's done it in the past, which does prove him to be hypocritical. I think Keemstar forgets his past sometimes and just guns like out with anything when he's angry. So guys, this is added in while editing, but there have been a couple tweets and this one has been highlighted. Basically, Keemstar in the past, in 2019, so not even long ago, tweeted someone and said, and another thing, I know exactly what you did to me on Twitch and I'm gonna remember forever, and there's some interesting stuff to show your goddamn sponsors. So this just shows that he doesn't care what he does unless something's directed at him. Like, it'll do absolutely anything, and you just can't be such a hypocrite. Every point which he's coming out with, like, don't get me wrong, like, in my opinion, they're not even the worst points which he's made in his videos. I think Keemstar's made a valid like argument for this, although many people will say no and go against that. The problem is that no one's taking him seriously, because every point he has made, he's contradicted himself in the past. Anyway guys, that's all I've got to say on that video. We will go on to the Kavos video, just because basically, although it was 19 minutes long, I don't think the video had a lot of content. It was a lot more circling around these singular points. But yeah, with the Kavos video, he said that a lot of the mental health stuff Keemstar has been in trouble for is in the past, and he stated that Keemstar has had private DMs about mental health with many people, has helped people out, and he said that this shows that Keemstar has changed as a person and his opinion on mental health has changed. Although, in my opinion, this is still one small detail within countless examples of Keemstar's behaviour. I also believe that this could have also been a front to relieve the pressure, because if you imagine, if you're getting the heat from thousands and thousands of people, you're going to come up with a statement to relieve this pressure, even if, like, it's not really what you fully believe. Let's be honest, like, that's just how PR works. Although I must say that Kavos knows him personally, I don't, so obviously he has a more credible view on that situation. But one thing I will say is Kavos went around saying that he hasn't done anything since this incident, he's changed, but it is known that Keemstar said to Boogie, "Stop being sad," in quotation marks. Although this isn't a bad quote, like, it's nothing like vulgar or anything, it does like still prove that his mindset hasn't really changed. So the next point Kavos goes on about is the Tony situation, which is the old man Keemstar falsely accused for being a paedophile because he looked like someone in an article. So Kavos goes on about how the two reconciled, and he also shows how there are plenty of videos of where Tony speaks highly of Keem, which, yeah, is true, and I agree. Sort of the fact that Tony has swapped sides so much sort of makes him lose credibility for what he says. Although you have to think about it, how you would feel if I got doxxed a year ago and I'm still getting hate 365 days a year to this day. Do I have a right to have a change in attitude and be annoyed at Keem? I would say yes, you do. Can you publicly state it as much as Tony has when you've publicly said that it's fine? Maybe not. Although there is a video circulating that Tony said something along the lines of he was basically scared, and he was scared of the situation and he wanted to do anything that would stop, which must make you believe, like, go towards the direction of, did Tony just say agree with Keem and make peace with him because that's how he felt, or he felt that that was the quickest way to get the situation resolved and get the situation back to normal as quickly as possible. So Kavos' next point is that H3H3 use completely outdated information. Although this is true, and a lot of the sources he used and videos he used is probably about 3-4 years, dated all the way back to 2016. Should all this stuff be forgotten? I don't think so. If someone makes like mistake on mistake and mistake, and it can be used to prove your point on their current actions, you can use it. Like, yes, I know there's a certain thing of don't hold people to it, or don't hold people to mistakes. If it's a one-off, I agree with that. You shouldn't hold someone to a mistake they've made. A mistake is a mistake, but in my opinion, H3H3 hasn't done that. He's using all this information, although it's been in the past, to make his current point. So he then went on to talk about the whole G Fuel situation. I talked about that earlier in the video. As I stated earlier, I don't agree with people going for sponsors. I think it's crossing a line, and the fact that Ethan hasn't come out with something saying, oh, please don't attack his sponsors, this is like a personal beef between me and Keemstar, is a bit wrong. Although, as I also stated earlier, if you look at other forms of media, loads of people lose sponsorships due to similar circumstances, so you can't just be like, wow, this doesn't happen. Although Kavos did say that if this situation continues and isn't diffused, I mean, if it hits mainstream media, another apocalypse could happen. If someone digs into Keemstar's past, and now that it's like a current news and come back up again, they could easily get this out to mainstream media and cause companies to have to pull out, like they have, like G Fuel has done to Keemstar, which could be scary for a lot of YouTubers. They've been through this before. I can't imagine YouTube with tighter restrictions. That'd be crazy, because all the changes they've made, like, well, most of them have been negative changes in my opinion. They haven't changed the platform in a positive way. Although Kavos did say, oh, is an apocalypse worth one mistake for a YouTuber? Whereas if you look at Keemstar, and as shown by the H3H3 video, it's not one mistake, it is so many mistakes, and it's how he has acted as the mistakes have gone past. He doesn't rectify them properly. His final point in the video was talking about Smile with YouTube, which is where H3H3 goes on about all the doxing stuff. So he basically, I felt his argument for this was weak, because he really brushed over the fact that H3H3 said 2 wrongs aren't a right, and then he went on, so he was like, I know 2 wrongs don't make a right, and then he went on to say, all the bad stuff he did, which H3H3's main point was, 2 wrongs don't make a right, and then he skips this completely, in my opinion. Anyway guys, that's just my thoughts on everything. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Before I end the video, I'd just like to say sorry for yesterday's video. I got quite a few dislikes. I believe I got Etika's girlfriend mistaken for, I called his girlfriend his sister accidentally, and I should have done more research on that. Anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.